Welcome to Crashing Game Night. My name is Matt Diorio. Tonight, one of my old stomping ground buddies, Matt Linkhart, former host of the Circle Button podcast, is joining us. We also are joined by the Beanie One, Gerard Pereira.
Hello, all my fellow nerds. What's going on? Greetings and salutations. That's right. I have my own personal bat signal right here.
Oh my god.
Was it the bat signal? Because I mean, otherwise the salute was like.
No, it's really just my own.
hesitant.
I have my own studio light.
Oh my god.
So I'm the star.
I'm like over here saluting you.
Right. We're also joined by the babyface one, Theo Walski.
Hey, you.
And, you know, Lion's Mane, Jason Belinda.
Lion's Mane.
How's it going? How's it going, guys?
Join us on the couch.
How's
Join
it
us on
going?
the couch.
Thank you, man. Join us on the couch.
Oh, so how's everyone doing? We'll start with Matt. It's been a while. You know, we've been talking on Twitter all the time with you and Devin and whatnot, but
yeah,
it's been actually a while.
Shooting it on Twitter. I mean, honestly, I can't even. The last time I actually saw you in the flesh, it's probably been about 5 years, maybe.
Yeah,
too long, but
I think probably right before you moved out to Virginia.
Yeah, so that would make sense. But yeah, I'm doing okay out here. I've been living out here for about 3 years, but yeah, I'm just kind of feeling the high of the PlayStation events last night. I always joke with my friends. I mean, I'm a PlayStation enthusiast, and I always joke with them. I'm not a Sony pony. I'm a Sony warhorse.
You're a warhorse.
That's right, baby.
I like that. That's a good one.
But it's fun conversations. I mean, we all have fun with it, and you know, at the end of the day, it's like Devin and who is it, Jethrin?
Yeah, my boys, man.
Yeah, we all make fun of each other and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's all like in good fun, and we absolutely understand where everybody's coming from because Devin's an Xbox boy.
I love getting on Twitter because I have this like alter ego of this satirical console warrior. So I like to just inject myself in the conversations and just like pump people up, and they'll be like, "You're taking this way too serious, boys."
Yep.
We're talking about digital toys here, anyway.
Mm-hmm. Or Devin making fun of us for our statues.
That's right. My dollies.
Yeah. Dollies. So let's just dive right into it because there's a ton to cover with everything that was going on. So real quick, Jerry, I know you want to touch base on it really quick. So yesterday was the iOS event.
Mm-hmm.
So you had iOS 14, iPad OS 14 was launched. The new iWatch, the new Apple Watch. Apple Watch SE was announced yesterday. The new iPads were launched. You did not have anything to do with the new MacBooks.
Really. I was really surprised we didn't see more hardware. And
the phones. You didn't have anything with phones either.
I want to say that was one of the quickest Apple events too.
So I think with it, if you look at Tim Cook's intro to it, it's like they wanted to focus on what's been getting people through COVID right now, which has been the watch and the iPad. So it wasn't bad. I've already been running iOS on my phone today and my iPad, and it's all right. It's not bad. It takes some getting used to because some of the buttons are more streamlined. So you were used to some of the clunkiness, and now it's kind of not there anymore.
Yeah.
So
it's still up to you whether or not you want to get rid of like your individual apps or throw them into the library. But man, I've actually really loved that feature.
Mm-hmm.
I've gotten rid of like so many apps on my phone, but just they're still on my phone. Just got to search for it on my library and it's all there. Boom.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, I liked it. And the widgets are going to be a big thing, especially when more developers.
Oh, I was using widgets all the time anyways for what was available. So,
all right, but are we in agreement that the next phone is going to have that new Touch ID like the iPad Air has?
Touch ID is coming back, and it's USB.
I'm going to be so happy when Matt loses his home button and has a Touch ID on the side. I'm going to be so happy when that happens because home button needs to die.
Well, we'll wait for that to happen. So, gaming news wise, so this week came out, Gearbox announced Borderlands 3 is going to be getting a free next gen upgrade. Also, CD Projekt Red announced The Witcher 3 is getting a free upgrade to next gen as well. So that came out.
Play it again.
Today we had the Nintendo Mini Direct. It was for the third parties. The major games coming out of that, you had Monster Hunter Rise, you had Disgaea 5 and 6, and then Sniper 4. And then kind of also that came out today, kind of a stealth kind of launch with all the news, I guess, is Ori Will of the Wisps came to the Switch.
Yeah, that was dope.
That looked fun. Yeah.
So that was kind of nice. So let's talk about Captain Organized Xbox, because at least throughout all the next gen announcements and everything, they've actually been kind of organized. Their Twitter account has been on point. They
didn't
even
lie about it not being a surprise.
Correct. We'll talk about that. So
what's wrong with a few lies?
Yeah, what's wrong with it? We'll talk about that here in a minute.
Yeah, they've been the most organized, but their follow through and actual final product is still weaker than the opposition.
True.
Shots.
Which is so sad.
Yep. So let's look at we got the Xbox Series X and
so
S.
Many people are hitting
we got
on
the
that.
dryer and the refrigerator. Let us call it correctly, sir.
Dude, so many people are hitting the dryer bad, man.
Every time I see the Series S, I want to order a cheeseburger.
Dude.
Pull up the drive-through.
Drive-through. Dude, new name. Oh, man. Matt, you called it, bro.
Speaker and refrigerator.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
The speaker. Yeah.
Exactly. So
oh my God.
we know their pre-orders are going to start September 22nd on Tuesday. And we've known they've been very upfront about that this is the date it's going to start. Unlike Sony, which we'll talk about the pre-order stories here in a few.
That was great.
But so for all our listeners that are Xbox listeners, which we do have a few out there, Devin included.
Fight me. Fight me.
Uh-oh.
Got to give a shout out to our buddy Devin, the Pied Piper.
Love that man.
Yep. So in the U.S. at 8:00 a.m. Pacific time on the 22nd, the pre-orders are going to go live for the Microsoft Store, Amazon, Best Buy, GameStop, Walmart, Target, Sam's Club, Newegg, and some other participating retailers. For the folks up in Canada, 8 a.m., you're going to get Microsoft Store, Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, EB Games, which is the equivalent to GameStop. They still kept that going up there. The Source UK is going to go live at 8 a.m. British Standard Time. And you guys have a ton more stores, but you've got Microsoft Store, Game, Amazon, Dixon's, Curry's, Argos, AO, Tesco.
Made up stores.
Right?
I was thinking the same thing. These are real?
Yeah, they are real. They're very, very real because Rushy gets his stuff from Game a lot.
Okay.
So now for the those couple of our fans like Frank and Tunsky down in Australia, you've got the Microsoft Store, JB Hi-Fi, EB Games, Telstra, Harvey Norman. Those are going live at 8 a.m. Australia time. New Zealand, 8 a.m. New Zealand time. Microsoft Store, JB Hi-Fi, EB Games, Spark. And then for the rest of Europe, Middle East, and Africa, you're going to be able to pre-order online starting at 9 a.m. CEST, Microsoft Store, Amazon, Media Market, GameStop, and some other retailers. Now, they are stressing, though, that for in-store pre-order availability, check with your preferred retailer. So if PS5 pre-orders are anything like, what Xbox may be looking forward to, yeah, you might call your local GameStop and find out how they're doing pre-orders. Now, they are doing pre-order through All Access as well, which we've talked about, where you get the 2 months of Xbox Live built into Game Pass Ultimate, $24.99 a month for the S, $34.99 a month for the X. Those are going to go live roughly the same times. So US is 8 a.m., Best Buy, GameStop, Microsoft Store, and Walmart. So Australia, you're only going through Telstra, which is interesting because, they've got other big stores down there in Australia that usually screw everyone over. And I think probably it's EB Games is out of that equation because they break street dates so much down there. So that may be why they're not doing it.
Street dates. Remember that, Jerry?
Yeah. And then, yeah, Matt, you remember,
the good old days
with Plude.
Street date.
What's that?
Anyway, yeah, right. Exactly.
I was gonna say, like, Jerry and Jason don't know what that is either.
No, we don't.
Completely ignore what street date is.
Exactly.
Our boss did.
Our boss did.
Yeah.
No.
So interesting to note, though, all access is not going to be available in Canada, France, Poland, and South Korea on the 22nd. They'll go live later on, but they don't have any details on when that's going to go.
Interesting.
Yep.
Interesting with South Korea, because South Korea is a really big gaming
market.
Yeah, sure is.
Yep. So they're doing like the whole how to upgrade and stuff like that. So for those that have already been taking part of the 1X purchase plans and stuff like that, if you head over to Xbox.com, they've got the upgrade path for you on how to go to the X and the S.
This is how you upgrade to the refrigerator, to the
the intercom.
To the intercom.
And the intercom.
Alrighty. So let's talk about the event. It wasn't, the fiasco. It started off like every other PlayStation event. Everyone was chomping at the bit, waiting for the news.
Yeah.
So it did start off with the montage trailer of a lot of games we've already seen through the prior event. It did kick off with Final Fantasy 16 being announced as a console exclusive.
Exclusive?
It is a timed exclusive.
Exclusive.
So, Maddie, you'll realize real quick that's Jason's thing right now. Is we talking about those exclusives?
Exclusive.
It's his crack, honestly.
No.
Right. So it looks like from the fight mechanics in the trailer, it looks like it's using the FF7 engine.
That's right. Yeah.
For the combats. We'll see how it turns out though, because some of the design looks a little flat, especially for Final Fantasy. It honestly, Jason, come on. It looks like the B team's been working on it.
No. Listen. we have the one Lord and Savior, the revivalist, Yoshi P, working on it. Dude, he turned around Final Fantasy 14. It went from 0 to hero.
Oh, they moved Yoshi P over that?
Yeah, Yoshi P is going to be working on 16. That's why. So it's bringing back that Dragon Age feel. That like old-ish Guardian, the old.
He should be working on part 2.
Of what? Part 2 what?
Final Fantasy 7.
No. That's a different. Trust me when I say like the one Lord and Savior, Yoshi P, the guardian of Final Fantasy.
The guardian of Final Fantasy. He's
kept
the heart going.
Yeah, he is going to be putting in work. Hopefully, like he's going to be able to do it because he's going to be doing 14 and 16 at the same time, which is a lot of work. But it's I believe in him, man, and he's going to bring it back. It's going to come back from the boy band to the good old Final Fantasy days, man.
Oh God!
Your confidence is convincing me of this.
I'm
all in now.
It's kind of
confident, man.
I need more.
Scaring me for disappointment.
No, because you're getting the real time fight mechanics. That we had in remake.
Yeah.
You're probably gonna have a smaller party size, just like how 7 was. Like probably a 3. We're not gonna go to this major you got to control everything.
Yeah.
The summons or the crystals, I guess they're gonna call it in this one. Those look amazing.
Oh, they do. I mean,
it's going to be
great,
like a complete different. They might even have it where you just control the summon itself for a little bit.
So but Jason, you got to admit, Square has built us up on some of these games, and then they crushed your spirit. I mean, come on, how many years?
I do get it.
How many years did they crush Jerry's spirit with FF7?
Yo, if we're talking, if we get it
enough for me to like not finish the game, which I'm still gonna finish it. But
you can't finish the game because
hold on.
First of all, I can.
Are you still stuck on Hell House?
Dude,
that's where I left off. I'm not stuck. I left off there.
Okay. Next week.
Okay.
Next weekend when we're out there, you get one try. and then I'm taking over.
Dicks.
I will beat it for you so you can keep on
For
going.
real, man.
Okay, cool. Okay,
right,
I'm down for that. I'll take that.
But to bring it back though, like we had a Game of Thrones in Final Fantasy VII Remake. You know, the last chapter just didn't need to be there. Come on, man, and then it would have been an amazing, great game.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
No, it was just fan service got tossed in because just had to be like, oh my god, I got to fight Sephiroth.
Yep. So
Spoilers.
Next game that we got to see was
sorry, Jay. Spoiler.
Dude, we're beyond spoilers.
Yeah, it's okay.
So then we got Miles Morales.
That doesn't stop me from playing the game.
Right. Yep. So we got Miles Morales though. We actually got to see some gameplay. We know that it takes place a year after the events of Marvel Spider-Man.
Ooh, and I have an announcement after the Miles thing.
Okay. Anyways, so we know that it's taking place in Harlem. So you're going to get a little bit more of Miles's stomping grounds. It is still holiday 2020.
Or New York.
Yep. They have not given the true launch time, but it's still holiday, which I'm assuming they're saying it's at launch. So I'm assuming November 12th. You're going to get the standalone, and then you're also going to get a remastered Spider-Man version. So.
Oh, okay. So you knew it.
Oh yeah. Jerry, come on. You know I do my research.
But I think it's only included in the Ultimate Edition.
It is.
Of Miles Morales. Oh, okay.
You're gonna get the $49.
I pre-ordered that one too.
You're gonna get the $49.99 standalone, or for $69.99 you get the Ultimate Edition, which comes with Miles Morales, and then it comes with the remastered Spider-Man. Now, a lot of people are ticked off with Sony because they think they're entitled to get Spider-Man for free on a next-gen upgrade.
Oh.
No offense, guys.
I would say yeah. I kind of agree with that
I would say no.
No.
Nobody really should ever feel entitled to get something for free.
Exactly.
Amen.
Yeah.
I think
when
it
did
would be
Spider-Man
nice.
come out? Spider-Man came out like what? Was it last year?
2 years ago?
Dude, that's what I'm saying, man.
2 years ago.
I mean,
yeah.
They already had a Game of the Year edition.
Right.
It's fine.
Yes.
Oh, that's true. So they should really, spit out a remaster.
Dude, and if you're complaining,
it's still backwards compatible. You can still play it on the PS5.
You can play your original, yeah. If you don't want to get, so.
And that's totally your choice if you want to buy the PS5 version, which I'm one of those people that would.
Right. They're giving you options. So.
Yep, exactly. So with that.
One question, just to be clear. That's day and date with the launch of the PS5, right? Because they kept saying holiday and then.
Yeah, all of the games are 12 because I pre-ordered 2 games.
So these are the list of the launch date titles: Astro's Playroom, Demon's Souls, Destruction All Stars, Spider-Man, Sackboy.
Oh, so I'm only getting one
those
game
are the
that day.
Official.
What?
Well, hold on. These are the official PlayStation Studio titles. There's others coming. NBA.
Third parties also do. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So
cool.
Those are what you're getting right there. So next up we got Hogwarts Legacy. Yeah, yes it is.
It's gonna be an expensive day.
So we got Hogwarts Legacy, which is a open world Harry Potter game. You get to create your wizard, and it's set in the 1800s.
That's such a nice surprise to see that.
So stoked.
I thought it was so cool.
Oh my god! I'm just hoping it's like somewhat like Fable play style with RPG element.
Right.
This will take over. This will go on top of Red Dead.
I think it's gonna be it's gonna be like a Red Dead where it's adventure, explore. Because I assume that they're gonna try and put in like the what's that other one, the guy Rupert.
Oh, Fantastic Beasts.
Yeah, the Fantastic Beasts.
I think it's even supersedes
I think it's before that. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like they're going to incorporate that, so you feel like you've seen like
you have familiarity with both universes.
Yep.
Probably.
Yeah.
So they also showed off Black Ops Cold War. You got some actual gameplay in that. Mm-hmm. Now, for anybody that's actually been on the PlayStation Store and looked at the pre-orders for that, there is a specific next-gen upgrade bundle. They are charging an extra like $10 or something like that to get the next-gen upgrade when it comes out. Then you had Resident Evil 8.
Surprising.
Yeah, so you had a new trailer for Resident Evil 8, and kind of it's been revealed it is coming out next year.
Can't wait.
Every trailer makes it look better and better, like more and more interesting. Yeah,
Capcom's
looks
on
good.
a roll right now.
They are.
Whenever they do.
Yeah, absolutely. So then you had Deathloop, which we know is a exclusive
for
the consoles. So you got a little bit more of a longer trailer with that. Some more background into kind of what the story is.
Yeah, thank God, more of an understanding now.
You have Devil May Cry 5 is going to be available at launch digitally. We saw another trailer for Oddworld, which is yet another Jason
exclusive.
Next, they showed off Five Nights at Freddy Security Breach, so a sequel to that game. They followed it up with Demon's Souls, which we know it is a launch title. Bluepoint, honestly, from seeing that game, I've never played Demon's Souls, but man,
did it look good or what?
Oh my
God!
Even for that's a remaster, right? Because it looked amazing.
That was a ground up for PS5. That to me, that's technically the best thing we've seen for next gen.
And here's the thing: is with Bluepoint is they did the Nathan Drake trilogy, they did Shadow of Colossus, so they know what they're doing.
And honestly, the Shadow remake was insane. I am
waiting. I am waiting for Sony to just buy them as their next studio because
that would be a good move.
Sony is in the process of looking to buy new studios.
Oh, nice.
And Adam said, then we got a Fortnite available at launch.
Had to be said.
There's
get excited. Please be excited.
It just had to be said. But here's the thing is that we've been talking about Fortnite for a month on the podcast because of all their stupidness with the lawsuit. And so that's why I'm like,
Epic Games, Fortnite. Dude.
Hey, don't diss Epic Games though, man. Keep rolling out those free games. I love you, Epic Games.
All right.
She's just sucking up for free stuff.
So then pretty much the last major announcement that they had, before the price and all that towards the end was the PlayStation Plus collection, which for those that have already subscribed to PlayStation Plus on the PS5, you're going to get access to a ton of games right from the get-go that honestly, a lot of these games define the PlayStation 4 era. So you're going to have
but it's just like, dude, look how much.
Look at this list. So let's run down the list for the listeners. We've got the ones that are watching, going and watching the podcast. Yeah. This is in alphabetical order. So you've got Arkham Knight,
amazing.
Battlefield 1. I didn't play that one, so I can't speak to that one.
I didn't play it either.
Solid.
You have Bloodborne.
Game of generation.
Yeah.
Go.
I said why do you think I said it like that, Matt? I knew exactly where you were going with it. Then you have Days Gone, which I didn't care for it.
Not a bad game, and also it's one of those games that got way better after patches.
It took a ton of patching.
I seriously haven't played that, but I want to now because I've heard that exact thing that it's patched and now it's a completely different game.
Yeah, I still own it, and I still have it. I need to finish it, but it is so good.
Yep,
it really is good.
So we have Detroit Become Human, which is a phenomenal game.
Yeah, you like that, Matt.
Oh, Quantic Dream did an amazing job with it. The visuals
it looked great.
Absolutely incredible. The amount of choices you have in that game. I mean, to be able to platinum that game, that thing is hard to platinum because there's so many different, branches to the trees and the dialogues and everything. I have not platinumed Detroit. I need to go back and work on it, but then you've got Fallout 4.
Yeah. Yep.
Final Fantasy 15.
You can pass. You can pass.
Not really big.
It's not worth the time. It's good, but it's not worth the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then you have the car trip one.
Yeah, the car trip. Boy band. NSYNC on the road.
Boy band.
Sold.
Then we've got God of War.
Boom.
Which, I mean, right there, and we've talked about this on the podcast. I talked about it with Corey Barlog, is that I was never a fan of God of War. However, I gave this one a try, and it is amazing.
Yeah. Oh, Second Son?
No, God of War.
God of War.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Yep.
Way to pay attention, dude.
And then secondly, and then after that, we've got Infamous Second Son.
That was good.
Yeah,
which I had fun with that. I played that for the first time not too long ago.
OG, because that was one of the first
that really
runs for the PS4.
Yeah.
Wasn't that launch window?
Yeah.
For Second Son.
It was a month after the window. That was the big game everyone was waiting for after the launch.
Because we had Knack and Killzone for launch titles.
And Second Son was the next one the month away. So
and then we've got Last Guardian, which I think I'm going to go back and try and give that another try on that. The first time I played it, I didn't care for it.
Yeah, it's a story game, you know.
I love that game.
Was it good? Because I never tried it.
Aesthetically, it's amazing.
Oh yeah. I mean,
and then
wait, what were you gonna say, Matt?
No, I got the platinum on that just to show some love to my boy Trico. But
nice.
Yeah, it's an amazing game, and it made me cry. Don't tell anyone.
Yeah. And then we've got Last of Us Remastered.
That's all right. That one made me cry.
That one made me cry within the first 15 minutes of the game.
Yeah.
So, and then a game that a very good friend of our podcast, Darren from the Rusty Rupees, loves, which is Monster Hunter World.
Godlike game.
Yep. Then you also got Mortal Kombat X.
Sweet.
Yep.
Get over
Persona. So Persona 5, but it's not the. But hold on though, it's not the Royal Edition.
Yeah,
it's just the base Persona, which I've heard there's so many differences between Persona 5 and Persona 5 Royal. That Royal is actually the one you really should get. Then we have Ratchet and Clank, which
it is the launch game.
Staple Sony. Sony.
Staple.
Yep. And then you've got Resident Evil 7.
That was good.
Awesome game.
Yeah.
Uncharted 4.
Oh yeah.
Stellar.
And Until Dawn.
Love that game.
Never did it. Never tried it.
It's not bad. It's like a low key Detroit. Like, I mean, it came out before it. It's like if you what was the other one?
Honestly, the best way I could
Heavy Rain.
Yeah, Heavy Rain.
Oh, okay, cool.
Like that.
A better way to put it is I would think it's kind of along the lines of like Late Shift, which is that one I platinum not too long ago, which was that FMV game where you basically you choose the dialogue and it kind of sets you along the next path. So it's like a Detroit and all those.
Okay.
So yeah, it had Hayden Panettiere in it as one.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So that's a huge list. So basically,
games.
Anybody who's looking at getting the PS5 and you're like, well, I can't really afford games or anything like that. If you're already PlayStation Plus member, you get access to all of these games ready to go. So you still have stuff to play with.
Everyone starts off with a backlog. It's awesome.
You start off with a backlog. Games, and let's see here. Jason, hold on. I want you to just follow along with me, Jason.
Okay.
Bloodborne is a what?
Exclusive.
Days Gone is a
exclusive.
Detroit. Console exclusive.
Okay.
It's on PC now.
I was like, wait.
God of War.
Sounds like an exclusive.
Infamous.
That's exclusive.
Last Guardian.
That is also an exclusive.
Last of Us.
Oh, the biggest exclusive.
Ratchet and Clank.
Forever exclusive.
Uncharted.
Oh, forever Uncharted.
And
forever
Until Dawn.
Exclusive. Until Dawn, it's exclusive, but again, let's be real. It's kind of
That's kind of gray area for Until Dawn.
It's okay. It's all right.
But when you look at guys, I mean, look at how many great games you're getting that are from PlayStation Studios.
Listen. I had a question beforehand, though, Matt.
Yeah.
These 18 games, do they go away after a couple of months?
No. So these are in your collection.
These are in your collection. You get to
you have
keep
to
them.
The only way they go away is if you stop your PlayStation Plus subscription.
So if I have a subscription,
Yeah.
That is $24.99.
Oh no, it's $60 for a year.
No, but I mean, I'm just saying, like, you know, if I'm getting a subscription for $24.99, and these games would be in my account the whole time and not gone after a certain amount of time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
I already caught that.
Oh
I
man,
caught that
that is
you
a
were
good
going.
thing. You know, that's great for the player to know that I'll keep these 18 games for a while.
As long as you have PlayStation Plus, they're in your collection. So, I mean, Matt, that's the one thing we talk about too is Game Pass is like, I think it's a great value. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
it's a great value, but I don't like the Netflix aspect of it where the games could disappear at any point in time.
Well, my take on this, honestly, also, like, I get the sense these are also going to be rotated in and out. I mean, we would assume that, would we not?
I don't know.
Honestly, I think this is something that they would add. I don't think they'll take away.
You think? Okay.
I guess we'll see. That's not so much Sony's thing. Like,
I mean, Matt makes a good point because I mean, like, it's technically separate from the games of the month for PS Plus, right?
Yeah. I mean,
and it's just a collection.
It's certainly open to that interpretation, and
that is open.
That's certainly a possibility. I just think Sony-wise, I think they would just add to it.
Because
I don't know, like that's just a prediction of mine.
Yeah, because if you go and get a game on PlayStation Plus right now, like the monthly games, you don't lose it. You can uninstall it, and then it'll be still in your library, and you can get it back. Like,
I think this is just another library that are going to give us like all the you're automatically going to be able to get the greatest hits.
Yeah,
after
this is the greatest hits version. Thank you for.
But I think they're
going to
only. I think after a few months or even a year, they're going to add like 3 games to it every so often.
Yeah,
like, it won't be a whole.
Let's be real.
If you look at it though, guys, this is $400 worth of games.
But let's be real
even
too.
Used,
like
even buying them used,
that is a lot of hours to be put in, and like we'll be updating the PS Plus collection. That could be in like a year from now. We'll add one more.
Do we need to count down the list on how many games Jerry hasn't finished?
Oh God,
we don't need to, because that's like pretty much all but
that
all
list
but
is
4.
not that
there's
long.
One. There's
but
one
the problem
specifically.
Is that I have a longer list than Jerry for that.
Two.
So don't,
yeah,
there's
my backlog.
There's one.
Besides,
Jason, which game am I? Which game?
Oh God,
which game?
Let's see.
Which game am I going to target?
Not to mention, I've finished this particular game that you're talking about 3 times. I'm just trying to platinum it.
And you still have yet to platinum it.
That's okay. Platinum is different. Platinum is different from finishing.
But it really, I've never forgotten it. And it's always in the back of my mind that I want to finish it.
And for our listeners,
I'm sorry, what game is this? I'm sorry, what game is this?
God of War.
God of War.
Oh, God of War, yeah.
I started 2 years after
Matt
he
and I
did,
have
and I platinum
this gentleman rivalry that we're both fighting for the biggest fan of God of War and Uncharted. But
okay, so
he's got one up on me that he's got the platinum on God of War, and I didn't get mine yet.
But here's the funny thing is that he was out here. What was it? A year and a half ago, Jerry? Was that when you were out? And we were sitting there and I was showing you the build that I used to get through the maze.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So you could get part of that towards the platinum.
Yeah. And
you're like, hey, I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna do that.
I think another game came out and I just started the other game.
No. We all know what game that was.
Oh, that was Red Dead. Oh, that was Red Dead. Yeah, that's right. Oh, Red Dead took up so much time, but it was worth it.
Yo, we gotta start that posse, Jerry.
Oh, that posse.
All right, so let's look at the other. So let's look at the news with this. So they announced that it's $3.99 for the digital, and $4.99 for the disc-based system.
Good call, Matt. If you recall in the past episodes.
Thank you. I have been saying that since the beginning. Back even when we had the reveal event, when we had Chrissy Pride and Reality Pales on, I said then $3.99, $4.99. So we had, the pricing structure. And then right after that, they were like, hey, we'll let you know, pre-orders, we didn't know much about that. To end it, they ended it on God of War Ragnarok.
Yep.
Which we thought Jerry was having a seizure.
Oh my God. Now, I'm so excited.
Now I'm going to call it now. I'm going to be bold, but I think it's going to line up is I think this is going to be cross-gen.
I totally agree.
Oh, God of War?
Yes, I think God of War
yes,
is going to be cross-gen.
Yeah. You mean like between PS4 and PS5?
You're going to get it on 4 and 5.
Absolutely.
It's going to be the Zelda.
Because here's what we found out after.
You really think they're going to keep Bridge all the way into?
Well, hold on,
because
I think it depends on the game.
It's going to be late in 2021, probably.
So here's my theory on this, Theo, is because they've already said they're going to be supporting the PS4 for about another 3 or 4 years. Okay.
Which, so they do that with every system.
Okay. Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be 4 and 5. Miles Morales is 4 and 5. Sackboy is 4 and 5. I think you may, because we're seeing an announcement of Ragnarok for 2021, which has only been, 2 years? God of War came out, 2018?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it officially, by the time it launches, it's only going to be about 2.5 years in development. We know Cory Barlog's been teasing this since last year, since 2019, that this was coming. But a 2-year life, with new hardware, I honestly think you're going to basically get a cross-gen. I think it's going I think probably next year, any Sony exclusive that's big that doesn't have something like Ratchet and Clank where it's taking full advantage of that hard drive is going to be 4 and 5. That's what I think is going to happen next year. You're going to have your
I don't know. Are you saying that's going to compromise the game, that it's mainly going to be optimized for PS4?
No.
Okay. So you're saying that we are going to get 2 versions for the PS4.
I don't think we're getting 2 versions.
I don't think we're going to get 2 versions.
It's going to
be because 2.5 years is still too young for a life cycle for a game right now. Like even if you're saying that they were in development for 2.5 years.
But they've been working on this since the release of God of War, because they had an idea of what they were going to be doing.
Mm-hmm. So here's my thought on this.
But still, that's still not even that long since God of War came out. Yeah. So even if it's going to be like as early as, let's say, end of summer 2021, if they release Ragnarok by then, I could see it being cross-gen. Anything after that, I think it's only going to be PS5.
Now, here's my thing, though, is this is why I don't think we're going to get compromised games like you would with the Xbox One and the Series X, Series S, is that Guerrilla has the Decima engine. That is a ground-up built engine specifically by Guerrilla. It was used for Horizon. It was used for Death Stranding. Mm-hmm. So look at how good Death Stranding looked. So if you're building your games with the Decima engine, there's not a lot of tweaking you're going to have to do. You can already write your code for 5 and then just load in the code for 4 with it.
Not to mention that new engine, I forgot the company that announced with the PS5. It was Project
Unreal
Athena.
Engine 5.
Unreal Engine 5.
That was honestly my first
games,
thought.
dude.
One thing that I don't think people really think about with game development is like so much time and money is put into developing just an engine to run a game. Mm-hmm. It's like when you're talking about Sony in-house studios, they spend years and years and lots of money just to like make the Decima engine. I think the premium for any engine is it scalable. Like you see with like RE engine, they made Resident Evil 7. They're going to use it on 8. They said even when they announced it, like this is going to be scalable to next gen. We want this to be a 5, 6, 7 build.
To your point, Monster Hunter Rise on the Switch is running on the RE engine.
Oh, there you go. I mean, that's the gold standard with engine. That's why you see Unreal 4 and Unreal Engine 4 lasted how long? Yep. It's still going. We're going to see next-gen games in Unreal Engine 4. Unreal Engine 5, that's like one of the first things they said is we can scale this to pretty much any device. That's the gold standard of an engine.
So we know we're going to launch on November 12th, 2 days after the Xbox. So Xbox is launching on the 10th, and then worldwide it's November 19th.
It's going to be a busy day for the EB Games, the GameStops, and the Best Buys. That's going to be a busy week.
So as we
don't work about retail anymore.
Oh yeah,
God.
So as we talked about, with these games, these are the Sony in-house games that are going to be, available at launch. Astro's Playroom, Demon's Souls, Destruction, Spider-Man, Sackboy. But what else is available at launch is you're going to have Godfall, which Gearbox announced today that has gone gold. So they are ready to ship that thing now. There's no, it's done. It's ready to go. No late minutes. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Madden 21, Dirt 5, Destiny 2 Beyond Light, Black Ops, Watch Dogs Legions, and NBA 2K21. That is the launch lineup for the PS5. Now, if you really want to, you can compare that to the Xbox starting lineup, which is Gears Tactics, Tetris Effect, which PlayStation's had that for a while now, Yakuza, Like Dragon, Valhalla, Madden, Dirt, Falconer, Destiny, Black Ops, Watch Dogs, Devil May Cry 5, and NBA 2K21. So on that list are only 2 games that the PS5 doesn't have. Well, 3 if you include. I think Like Dragon. I don't think that's on the PS5 right or PS4 right now. But
is that an exclusive?
It's not an exclusive. At least it's not being touted as one. So let's look at the specs really quick. So they officially announced this as part of yesterday's announcements. So 8-core up to 3.5 gigahertz Ryzen Zen 2. They're using RDNA 2, similar to what the Xbox is using, but it's going to be a little bit not quite as powerful, so to speak, as the Xbox. The one thing that jumped out to me is that they're using 16 gig of RAM and they're not dividing it like Xbox is.
Really?
As far as we know.
As far as we know.
I mean, Xbox was just upfront about breaking it.
Yeah.
I mean, if they at least put some VRAM information on the GPU, then that would make it clear. But
yeah, and if we know anything about the presentation yesterday and the news that came out after that, Sony wasn't exactly upfront with a lot of things.
Jesus.
So you've got the SSD is going to be 825, and it's going to have a 5.5 gigabit per second read bandwidth.
It's your bread and butter right there.
It's your bread and butter. You've got your optical drive. It's going to have HDMI out. It's going to be 4K, 8K support. Tempest 3D audio tech, which is something they built in-house with the Tempest audio engine. Input output, so it's going to have a USB Type A. For your hard drive, your external hard drives and everything like that. USB-C port, which that should be for the controller. Now, here's the funny thing, though, is they have not announced yet, unless, Matt, you've seen anything, on what upgrades to the storage you're going to be able to do for it.
Yeah, I was going to ask that. Is the SSD proprietary? Because I remember them saying that they engineered it to be specifically for PS5.
Oh, yeah.
But that's the thing. That's what I loved about PS4 and PS3 is that you can upgrade your hard drive if you really need to. But if it's proprietary, you can't. So then we're going into the Xbox world, and you got this weird freaking thing in order to expand.
$300 upgrade.
I think they did say that you can change out the hard drive, and those. I think they threw in that those specific products are coming out at a later date. So I think they're going to be specific hard drives to the console.
Yeah, that's what I was recalling from Mark Cerny's amazing speech that he gave, which was, I think a lot of the technology is still trying to catch up specifically with the SSD, because he said NVMe specifically, which is really not on the market, at least to stream the bandwidth they need that's specific to the PS5. I think it's going to be a little difficult, and it's going to kind of slow roll into really being able to expand your hard drive feasibly. I think you will, but that's one thing I think that no one's really talking about with the Series S, at least not really in the narrative that I think it should be, which is it's all proprietary. You have a small hard drive, and it's all when you're ordering a cheeseburger, you're going to be paying for that. It's like the price point's awesome, and I really tip my cap to the value, especially right now. I mean, I still think. I mean, we haven't basically felt the full effect of the economy, but like
at this point for the S, they're wanting you to go to McDonald's to get your cheeseburger, but they're going to charge you like Texas Roadhouse or Red Robin prices for your little dollar cheeseburger. to get your memory. You know, that's the thing is it's $300, almost, it's what, 219, 250, something like that. For that upgrade. That's almost the cost of the system. It's ridiculous for a terabyte of storage. So
but you're essentially doubling your system too. Anyway,
no, because your Series S only has 500 gig.
Oh.
Also, I also kind of predict that this is going to be like another one of those accessories for the PlayStation. That I think the hard drives are going to be quite expensive too.
Yeah, they will be.
Oh, like a Vita memory card.
Let's not talk about that. Okay.
Oh my God.
I'm still paying that thing off.
I was really hoping that it was not going to be fully proprietary, because I mean, like, even if it was NVMe, like, yeah, that'd be great. But still, like Matt was saying, that NVMe doesn't even hit to that 5.5. So I mean, they're close. They're 3.7.
Right.
But
all right. So lastly, let's talk about, and honestly call it what it is, the shit show that was the pre-orders.
Yeah.
So
this time for war stories, how everybody got the PS5.
This is for war stories,
or lack thereof,
thereof. So let's start with how the announcement went out. So they tweeted out afterwards that they were going to be going live the next day. So this was yesterday that we had the event. Sorry, Wednesday we had the event. They said, well, it's going to be tomorrow, but some retailers may have it today. Okay. So in the domino effect of retail, Walmart pulled the trigger first. 6:53, Walmart said, you know what? Wait for the PS5. No, we ain't like that. You can pre-order it now. So they immediately, their pre-orders went up. And within 5 minutes, they were completely sold out of both systems.
Dang.
So then GameStop pulled the trigger and said, well, if they're doing it, we're doing it. Now, what was a little screwed up with GameStop is the SKUs had to be loaded into each individual store's systems before they could pre-order. So some stores, like my store, that's literally across the street, the SKUs were not loaded in their system last night, so they couldn't do any pre-orders. So thankfully, I was able to go in this morning when they opened and get our 2 digital copies.
This man getting 2. Listeners out there, roast this guy. He got 2 pre-order copies.
Digital ones,
it's a 2 gamer household. It counts.
Yes,
he doesn't
it is.
Get crap for nothing.
One goes to the wife. The other one comes.
Sir, this is like Clorox wipes, sir. It's 1 per household.
Well, you know. So, and then after that, Best Buy went live with theirs. And when they sent out the email, right, everybody, because of how much of a shit show it was, everybody went immediately to Best Buy's website to try and pre-order them. It took down Best Buy's website for a little while. And then they got it back up to where you could add it into the cart. And then when you're trying to look at your cart, it would just sit there and clock.
Oh, my God. I'm a witness to that for like an hour. What's hell on earth?
Yep. And then after a while, it was like, nope, we're out. And then Amazon went live and so forth and so on. So, yeah, honestly, I wish Sony did it better. I really do. And that's why I have to applaud Microsoft for being organized, because at least they came out and said, this is when they're going live. This is where you can get them. These your date, your times, none of this whole, tomorrow or today. Because honestly, when, what's his face? I'm trying to remember the guy's name. When he was on his interview with Jeff Keighley about a month and a half ago when they were showing off the DualSense, they asked him about the pre-orders. And he said, well, no, we'll give you enough notice where it's not minutes for you to go out and pre-order this. Well, guess what? That was a lie.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, Jerry, how did you get yours?
Luckily, I've showered my GameStop employee buddies with plenty of Lucille's and coffee, Starbucks. So they were cool enough to give me a call the moment it happened and was like, hey, dude, the pre-orders just went live. I don't know where you are, but if you want to get a pre-order, get here fast and we will try and hold one for you. And at that time they told me like, which one did you want? I'm like, oh, the disc. Like, we have 9 right now. So I hurried over. By the time I got there, they were down to 4 or 5.
Thanks for the call, Jay.
Oh shit!
Just
saying,
sorry, man.
Just pointing it out there to all the listeners as well.
I'm sorry,
call, Jay.
I mean,
come on, man. I was in a hurry.
Too.
I'm sorry, dog.
I could probably use the call because I could have still gotten to my GameStop too. It's within a mile of my house.
Yeah, like just.
Hey, you know what? You know what, man?
I know which one it is too.
Shut the hell up. Go away. Shoot. Shush. No, I'm sorry. I should have called.
It's all good. It was
in a hurry. I was in a hurry.
Yeah, no.
Plus, I wasn't even like trying to leave the house.
And honestly, here's the thing: is Jason with that though? These pre-orders, it was like each store. It was random. Some stores had it. Like Darren was able to get his up in Oakland, right? And you got yours in Long Beach. But like some stores didn't get them loaded until overnight. So, it was pretty much a crapshoot by that time. Yeah. And even then, without fast,
like when I say heat of the moment, they were like, "Get here now!"
Yeah,
because more and more people were starting to find out. Because it was like that's why they were able to call me. Like they were running a little slow.
It was a stealth.
Some people didn't know.
Yeah,
and then
it was a quiet launch, and then all of a sudden it blew up and whatnot. So, Matt, how did you get yours? And when I say yours, you kind of got a couple.
I mean, you got to have backups, man. You can't just rely on one revenue stream. Two of my friends, like I was on Discord just talking to him like right after the Sony event, and so we were like, okay, anybody sees anything, you just blow up my phone, whoever, text me, call me, whatever. So lo and behold, I was having dinner, didn't have my phone with me for some stupid I wasn't thinking that they would go live, as I'm eating dinner. So got done with dinner, looked at my phone, I had like 30 missed calls. I'm like,
oh man.
I pop up Twitter, like, get on right now, it's on Target, oh my god.
Oh, no.
And I was like 10 minutes late, and in frickin' PS5 time, that's like half a century. So I'm like, bringing up Target, everybody. And then at that point, like you're saying, random retailers, Best Buy went up. I had it at my cart at one point, and I'm like giving up hope. You couldn't even get into GameStop. I think they were thinking they were like getting DDoS or something. They're like, we think you're suspicious.
Yep.
Screw off and don't come back. So I've like had all these windows open. And then randomly my boy Jethrin texted me, and he was like, they have them at GameStop. And for some reason, the little link he sent me was a little magic unicorn that took me right to the PS5.
Nice.
And so I was able to get one. I got the Thick Boy edition. I got the disc edition.
Boy. There we go.
I like that.
Thick Boy, baby. The Preggers edition.
Yay.
And then later that night, like they went live on Amazon. I just happened to be, thumbing through Amazon, and I got a backup from Amazon. So I got
this
man. Nice, man.
Matt, what's funny about it is Fredericksburg was the first ones that went live in Virginia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because I was talking to my store about it, and they're like, "Yeah, Fredericksburg's already got it."
Jason, you're in Colorado? You said?
No, that's Theo. I'm in Long Beach with Jerry.
Yeah, Theo's out in Denver.
I'm just saying, like both these Matts.
At least Jerry and Jason are in the same state, and Jerry could have definitely given Jason a call.
We are like 5 miles from each other, and like barely 2 miles from the GameStop. I know which one he's talking about.
Damn, dog.
Like, I could run there.
So I was about to say, you're like,
come on now.
It would take me a minute, but I could run there, sir.
Come on,
Would you have like a physical altercation if you ran there, or
yes, he would?
First of all, you would never run there. I know you.
And honestly, at that time, Jason was probably sleeping.
Yeah.
True.
No,
I didn't want to
not.
disturb
Probably
you.
not. My sleep schedule's all out of whack.
So yeah, I think Sony could have done it better. It really could.
But listeners out there, leave those voicemails. We'll roast these two Matts for getting multiple copies of PlayStation 5. Multiple PlayStation 5.
Jason?
I'm probably jinxing myself. I'm sure both of them will get canceled at the last second, and you'll get yours.
No, I don't wish that on you. I'm just
Jason,
telling my listeners out there.
If you and
roast them.
If you and your wife, hold on. If you and your wife Jason had your own consoles, do you think she would let you get away with getting a new one without upgrading hers too?
You gotta take the bullet, Matt. I don't know. That's a rough one.
That's where Jason gets sneaky and upgrades hers, but he monopolizes it.
Yeah, exactly. You gotta be like, "Yo, babe, I got this for you.
I got this for you.
I'm
gonna go ahead and set it up for you really quick.
One more game. Then
but
I'm
like go ahead and use it right now. But then I'm not gonna get any sleep because as you sleep, I'm gonna be up on it. You get any sleep? No.
No, so I mean that's the only reason I got two is because it's like it's only fair to upgrade both.
Man.
So
I get you, man.
I honestly think that you're going to be okay. I've heard that they're actually planning on more consoles than they launched with the PS4. So I think the PS4 launched.
So Walmart went live again at 9:00 Eastern time with more pre-orders. Now, granted, Theo can attest to this because they were out within 2 minutes. Which makes me think, honestly, there's people are using bot scripts that are scraping all these sites to try and snag them up.
That's what I did. I'm just kidding.
But I would give Walmart props that their website did not crash for that. I was very impressed. There was a little hiccup, but it never fully crashed. Like if you ever experienced trying to get San Diego Comic-Con tickets, how horrible that queue is or whatever.
Oh my God.
I could tell you probably right now.
Website actually worked well.
It's good to know.
They probably prepped additional servers to be allocated into their clusters.
I would imagine
support of their
website. People were smashing that refresh button from multiple sources in every house.
Theo, I was during Comic-Con. I was so worried we didn't get.
Well, that was tickets. That was for E3 tickets, Jerry.
Oh for even the E3
for last year, right?
I didn't have to do that.
I had my work computer, and I had my iPad, and I had my phone, and I was hitting all three of them to see which one got in first. So, So ultimately, we'll see how this thing goes. I mean, I hope everybody gets theirs. I've been getting some, direct messages from some of our fans and listeners that they were able to secure a PS5 with the Walmart one. So sorry, Theo. Some of our listeners got them first. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm excited for it, but I also have a backlog, so. I'm okay with Miles Morales and Sackboy at launch and picking up stuff as it goes.
I'm actually excited for Sackboy.
This launch, in comparison to all the other ones, I feel this one's not too bad. It's strong, but it's not like.
I would say this was their most solid.
Yeah, it's a solid one. It's a solid 6, maybe 7.
Good games at launch.
Yeah, solid 6, maybe 7.
Knack and Killzone were good games though. Knack was fun. I still play Killzone.
Do you remember the rest of the games?
That's all pretty much that was at the time, really.
They all have that one, maybe 2 game, but historically, PlayStation has had some terrible launches.
Terrible launch.
Well,
titles.
You didn't like Fanavision on the PS2?
I did like Fanavision.
I did too. That was a dope game.
It was so much fun.
Honestly, I would rate the PS5 launch, assuming everything holds. Dear God, Demon Souls don't go anywhere. I would rate this really high. Demon Souls is a robust game. That's you could spend 100 hours plus on that thing, assuming they put in the work. Yeah. I mean, I have no doubt Blue Point's gonna stick the landing, but that's a game you would expect to see mid-gen or later at a launch. That's nuts. Yeah. This is crazy. I mean, Miles Morales looked incredible, but that's more of a vertical slice, which I'm totally fine with. Looked gorgeous. I'm gonna get it day and date, but Demon Souls, that's crazy.
Yeah, the only reason why I say 6, 7 is because we've had it is a remaster,
and we've had different iterations of it. But I also think
it's a remake.
I'm just saying, a remaster to me is using the old game assets and then cleaning it up. A remake, to me, ground up. Remaster is,
that's true.
HD.
I would say remake, but I think because it's 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 about time, and it also got re-released for Demon Souls. I think it was just a perfect like, hey, this is going to be a great release for the PS5 too, along with that line. I think it just makes it more solid, but I don't think it amplifies it to like a great lineup. I think like I still agree that it's a solid lineup for the launch.
By the way, one random question for you guys. Did anybody notice how damn amazing these games sounded? Like I finally went and like watched the trailers on my gaming setup on my PS4 and everything when Sony actually uploaded them on YouTube. They sound so good. I don't know if necessarily that recreates that 3D audio, but my God, it was so crispy.
I think they were trying to show that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is with the last event, they said play it and watch it with your headphones on.
This was honestly the first time I felt like I got the full effect of it.
Okay, so let's talk launch. You want to talk launch titles, right? Okay. I just pulled up the PS4 launch titles. So you had Angry Birds Star Wars.
Oh God. Yeah.
You had Black Flag.
Solid.
But it was already out on PS3 though. So
but these are their launch titles. So you had Battlefield 4, Blacklight Retribution. You had Call of Duty Ghosts.
Oh, terrible.
You had Contrast, which was actually a fun little digital game. I need to go back and actually finish it. DC Universe Online. Now that started off on PS3. They moved it to PS4, whatnot. You had FIFA 14. Flower, which is another one that moved over from PS3 and Vita. Injustice: Gods Among Us.
Which was also
the Ultimate Edition. Okay, you had Just Dance 2014, which was another cross-platform.
Love that game.
You had Killzone and Knack. You had Lego Marvel Superheroes, Madden NFL 25, NBA 2K14, Need for Speed Rivals, Resogun. I forgot that one was a launch title.
That was the best game of launch right there.
Skylanders Swap Force, Sound Shapes, Super Motherload, Trine 2, and Warframe. Warframe was a good free-to-play launch title just to get playing, But so overall, I think this launch title setup is a good launch.
Speaking of Resogun, by the way,
yes,
I was surprised not to see Returnal at the show. There's another Housemarque game. They launched Resogun with the PS4, and they're launching on the PS5. I think that's awesome.
Yep. So overall, let's start with our guest, Matt. What are you most excited for with the PS5 after yesterday?
Oh, God,
and now that you have it pre-ordered.
God, Demon Souls, dude. I was just telling these boys like that is the most robust. That game's going to be big, robust. That's a game you wouldn't expect to see till like mid-gen or later. Blue Point's amazing. That game's amazing. I love Soulsborne. I can't believe it's launch. I'm so happy. Miles Morales. We didn't see it yesterday, but I liked Destruction All-Stars. Is that what it's called?
Yes.
I'm interested in that game. Returnal, I'm really interested in. Like those four are probably my go-tos, but Demon Souls, that whole thing was Demon Souls.
Bread and butter.
Yep.
Cannot wait.
All right. Jerry.
What's up?
What are you looking forward to?
Well, for launch, Miles Morales in 2K21. That's of a recent love. That's it. I think I might try Sackboy. I don't know.
I'll be getting Sackboy.
But and especially, I'm really looking forward to obviously Horizon and God of War Ragnarok. Oh my God, I can't wait for that game. But yeah. I mean, mostly like I'm the action adventure guy, so like Miles Morales is going to be my wheelhouse for a while. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Jason, what are you looking forward to? I know Jerry sold you up the river and got his system and didn't think
no, it's okay. It's okay. Like for me personally, I never get the release system. I always wait for the
slim
second wave
And so why were you giving me crap though?
I'm just busting his chops, man.
Ew.
It's because he doesn't get the release.
Ew.
He doesn't get the release because his friend doesn't call him
Yeah.
to get one.
Ew.
It's like, hey, bro, like there's you can get the pre-order right now. Oh no, I'm good. Okay, just throwing it out there. But no, I personally I really get the second wave of the system, because by that time, like, one, they already fix all the doodads, the knickknacks, but at the same time, like, I only have maybe Final Fantasy 16, Horizon, and God of War that I'm like supremely looking forward to, and we know those aren't going to come out till 2021. So I can wait a couple months. I don't know if I'd wait 2 years, but I can wait a couple months.
Deal.
Honestly, I feel like I need to wait until I have a pre-order solidified. Otherwise, currently my excitement for also trying to get that seems to be impossible right now, alongside with PS5, is a new NVIDIA 3000 series graphics card.
The 3080
new one, by the way.
The 3080 sold out within minutes.
But do you know how?
Well, that's
much
because
that
that's retailers and PC builders and all that. They get so much early access for that stuff. Like, it's impossible to get anything. And they just got third-party 3080s to come out, and those also sold out within minutes.
Damn.
Yep.
I mean,
for
like,
me,
do you see the price of the 3080 though?
Yeah,
dude, but it's a good price.
How much is
a good price, but I'm kind of it's $750 right now on average.
Yeah,
but I'm more going toward. I think I might be going more towards the 3070. That's supposed to be the 2080 Ti replacement. Yet cheaper at half.
Everybody,
the price.
That's what a lot of people are doing, is the 3070. So, I want to say, I mean, we already know what I'm looking forward to.
Yes, we all
are
looking forward
Horizon.
to practically everything.
Horizon.
Spider-Man. Cody actually was playing some of that. Yes, Horizon. Cody was actually playing Spider-Man tonight.
Nice.
Oh,
so nice. I'm looking forward to playing Miles Morales with him. Sackboy. Looking forward to Ratchet and Clank. You guys will have fun
with Sackboy, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are you looking forward to Ratchet and Clank though?
And Ratchet and Clank too. I'm gonna buy that actually.
Here's why I'm excited for it. It's not necessarily because of the game, because I mean, I never got into the series originally. I had fun with Ratchet and Clank on the PS4, but the tech, what their Insomniac is doing with the tech and the dimensional shifting and everything like that, I want to be able to play it and experience it, because that looks amazing. And if they pull it off right, and we're talking launch window game, right? If they pull it off right, man, the sky's the limit for all of the PlayStation studios. Working with this tech. So I think that's what I'm kind of interested in with Ratchet and Clank for. I do have Ratchet and Clank Collection on my Vita, so I can go and start playing through the originals, see how those are. I know I still need to go back and kind of finish or try and get into Jak and Daxter.
You need to finish that franchise.
I'm rolling just like you need to finish off the Platinum for God of War. So.
And finish up Final Fantasy 7, bro.
Yeah, right.
We all have backlogs, so just calm down.
Backlogs.
Yeah, right. So
really quick, but speaking of Ratchet and Clank, really quick, even though I know I'm the most excited for that,
you are a Ratchet and Clank person.
Am I the only one that caught in that trailer that Ratchet was riding a dragon?
Oh no,
that was awesome.
That was amazing.
Yeah.
I want to ride a dragon. I just want that game just to ride a dragon now.
But I'm also down for that game too. I've enjoyed. I've played one of the Ratchet and Clanks for PS3, and I played the movie one for PS4. I enjoy the game.
So good. Oh, Ratchet's so good.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm that's one of the games I'm definitely interested too.
Totally.
Yep. All right. So we don't have a Newman Minute. So. He did comment on the video and it said there's no Newman Minute. Jerry is safe this week.
Oh, thank you.
I still want him to attack Jason for asking for something to happen to him.
Right.
It'll happen.
Come on, Newman. You can do it. Right. Jason's got to give you something, especially this episode, some sort of ammo.
All right.
I swear.
Theo, what have you been playing lately?
Been playing me some Animal Crossing and some Paper Mario. I have been getting back into Destiny. I preloaded that. I got back into it. I do think that I'm probably going to get Beyond Light when that comes out, but I'm enjoying it. It was nice to get back into Destiny. Granted, not much has changed, sadly, but it was nice to reminisce and get used to it again.
Nice. All right, Jason.
I mean, like, what have I been doing? What have I been playing?
What you been playing?
I mean, like, the answer's still the same.
Okay.
Final Fantasy 14.
Final Fantasy 14.
You know, other than that, nothing too much. Just been on that 14 train. Trying to wean off it as well and just stop playing games, but that's impossible for me.
Wait, hold on. You stopped playing 14?
No. Slow it down. Like, as in, like, reduce it.
As in not play it for 24 straight hours.
25, sir.
Just tone it down to 22, maybe 20.
Put down the crack pipe, my friend.
Yeah. Right.
So
drink some water. Get some electrolytes.
That was one hell of a weekend.
Take a break.
You know. But
Jerry?
Nothing. 14.
Jerry, what do you got?
Me, I finished the Tony Hawk 1.
Nice.
Just playing more COD, and I finally broke out Ghost of Tsushima.
There you go.
I'm even closer to. I'm close to finishing it now.
Wow. What do you think so far?
Honestly, like, this game really surprised me. Like, the mechanics of the entire game, I was really impressed with. I won't stop repeating myself about this game. Like, the progression from start to finish is timed so well, especially for being like an open world. It's everything is based on like your legend and like your choices of moves that you make. But as long as you spend your skill points, and they're like to your fighting style, you're still progressing. Like, that's what I thought was so smart about the game. So like, that was my favorite part of it. And the story's good, but like the mechanics and the progression the look of the game is just amazing. It's a solid, like, I would give it a 9.
I think they hung out with Guerrilla a little bit too, because it's got a little bit of a Horizon feel to it with some of those mechanics.
And look, yeah, I would say that too.
Matt, what have you been playing?
I've been on a little bit of a lull lately, but I've been whittling down Ghost of Tsushima myself. I'm like playing it so methodically. Once in a while a game comes out that I'm just like, I just want to inch my way through this thing. I was the same way with Breath of the Wild, and I'm kind of like really taking my time with Ghost of Tsushima, but I totally agree with what Jerry was saying about the progression. It's done so well. I like how they do the story arc, and they really give you options, but it's such a beautiful game. God, I don't think I've ever messed around more with like a photo mode in a game. It's just
dude. I turned a corner last night.
Have you seen Matt's Twitter feed and
like
Instagram?
His, I like the pictures. But Matthew, I also had a question. Where are you in the game?
Early.
I've
been messing with this game for like a month at least, and I'm still like, geez. I'm still on the bottom like third of the map.
Okay.
Because
there was another aspect of the game that I thought was cool, that when you start clearing out like the island and finding more and more things.
Yeah.
But the further you go in the storyline, more like question marks or like events pop up as you go. Because I was gonna say to Matt and whoever else is playing the game, one of my favorite parts that came up in the second island were the duels. I don't know if you guys have fought yet.
Well, the duels where you're fighting for
with the Ronin clan, and like you have to I think you have to kill like 8 of the generals of the Ronin clan.
Oh, haven't gotten that yet. No.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that.
Yeah, but you meet them at like, I know you, Matt. You are gonna photo mode the hell out of all of these duels because each one is individually like. There's one when you're in a stone like cavern, like outside in the open.
Yeah, you know me too.
Flowers. Or there's one full of like a few fallen soldiers, but a crap ton of samurai swords all in a circle, and that's where you fight in the duel. It's nice. So cool. But yeah, little things open up when as further you go too.
So for me, Ghost of Tsushima.
Nice.
Yeah, like Matt, I'm just taking my time with it and progressing along. Animal Crossing as well. A little bit of Smash here and there. But I did pick up Invector, the VC game.
Injector?
No, it's called Invector. Yep. Invector. Okay. So it is a rhythm game. It was being designed by Avicii before he passed away.
Sick.
And Hello, was it Hello There Games? I think it is. Did it, and basically it's a rhythm game, kind of like a Guitar Hero or something like that, where you got to hit the certain buttons, and it's all based on the rhythm, but it's his songs, and it's a really good collection of his songs, like Levels and SOS, some ones that I hadn't heard before, but it's fun. I don't usually like rhythm games because I generally suck at them, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. And then I did pick up Medieval and played that a little bit.
Sega.
Game is kind of ticking me off a little bit though, because if you when it saves your file, if you have low health, you start off with low health, then if you die, you restart the level, you start with low health again. So, and there isn't a lot of places to really get health again. So that's kind of hitting a roadblock. Yeah. Oh, it is, because it's an old school PS1 game. Man. So, oh yeah. So yeah, I've got those kind of going right now.
Earthworm Jim. God, that game was hard.
And then still playing away with Fat Princess Piece of Cake.
Nice. That's sweet.
That's my chill out game. So, all right, Maddie, I'm gonna put you on the spot. So, as we ask all of our listeners, or rather all of our guests, for our listeners, is what is your favorite game to play for game night with your family and friends? And I'm going to preface this: when you don't have a Dreamcast system in the back of the store with a Virtua Tennis to play with your brother, myself, and Tim.
Let's see. Honestly, the first thing that comes to mind is probably Mario Kart.
Game that ruins friendships.
Oh man, it doesn't. Yeah, no. My nephew, I play with him a bunch, and he just loves Mario Kart. We play some Smash, but we're usually on Mario Kart 8. Mario Kart 8 on the Switch.
That game's so exhausting.
Oh, it's so good.
No, Jerry. It's only exhausting for you when you come into the Mario Kart dojo, and you have the
It's crippling.
Black belt,
it's a crippling game.
Destroying you.
It's so great. That game has left me baffled. Like, how did I lose? How did I lose? I was first place. How did I
Jerry, I'm sorry, Jerry. You had to have experienced first place in order to say that.
I did. I did. I did.
Hold on.
Hold on. I had a couple runs where I was number one, but then
she baited him. She let him get
that was one of those races. That was one race. I got baited. That was one race. That was the ringer. That was the ringer race.
She let him get into first and then lit him up.
That was so messed up. So messed up.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, Maddie, why don't you for listeners, let them know where they can find you on Twitter.
On Twitter, me and my whole 64 followers.
Hey, we have fun.
Oh yeah, man. It's about the conversations with buddies. If I can't use Twitter for that, I've got no time for it. At the circle button is my handle. look me up, stalk me. You'll hear me doing this console warrior business banter.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's fun.
So,
yeah, fun. So
it's a good time.
So Maddie, it was fun having a Crash Game Night with us. You are kind of like the first kind of official pseudo fan to actually truly Crash Game Night.
Yep.
Well, there you go.
Kind of join us. So
Jerry, get better at Mario Kart. Maybe we can play sometime.
We'll still play. I'll make you laugh at least.
I mean,
I'll make
that's what it's all about, right?
That's really what I made everyone else in the house last time that we played.
If you really want to laugh playing with Jerry, play some COD with us. You will laugh so hard.
I get angry in COD. I'm good at COD. I can say I'm good at COD.
It's just his
now.
reactions. It's his reactions that are hilarious.
There are sometimes when I have bad runs where it's like I get a little angry.
Your boys are dogging on you, Jerry, man. I feel bad for you.
I'm used to it, bro.
So
thanks, man.
With that, I want to thank everybody else for crashing Game Night with us tonight. As we continue to grow the podcast, get you guys some guests, it's still humbling to see everybody that's listening to us. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys for still listening to us and putting up with our shenanigans. As always, if you're new to the show and you like what you heard, please make sure to hit that subscribe button on the podcast platform of your choice that you're listening to us on. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at CGM Podcasts, our website, crashinggamenight.com. I want to thank, once again, everybody. Thank you. Having fun with us tonight. It's been a blast. Be excellent to each other. Stay frosty.
Ladies and gentlemen, the announcement is here. Remember, my fellow nerds, stay safe. Wear those masks. And practice social distancing, please. The threat is real.
You are not Frank Cullen. Just stop.
I tried, but yeah. Come on, guys. Let's practice safety. Be safe. Be courteous, and also the struggle is still going. Black Lives Matter. No matter what, try and always show support and be there for one another. So
that's right.
Keep fighting the good fight and keep supporting.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to all you guys out there. Thank you so much, listeners. Just as Jerry took my spotlight, be safe, social distance, wear a mask. We are still in the heart of this epidemic. To all the hurricane victims out there as well, to all the fires that are going on.
Yeah.
We are there with you guys in California. We still see the red, so we are not out of that yet. Be safe. Be kind to each other. Be kind. Rewind. And for all the people in the hurricane zones, shelter up if you're gonna shelter up. If not, evacuate safely, because I know even the evacuation centers are being evacuated.
Yep.
So everybody just be nice right now. Like, we have more problems that we need to deal with, and each other should not be one of them.
Let's help each other.
Yep. All right, Theo, send us out.
Thanks for joining, guys. TTFN. Ta-ta from there.
Good night, everybody.